Hello everybody, SG Caper here again, and while I wish this was a customizing video, it's not. If you're watching it because it's a review video. That's right. I am reviewing the two newest Final Faction figures that I've been able to find, Amari and Riptide. Amari, it says, is a combat specialist. Riptide is an underwater specialist. If you don't know about Final Faction, it is a toy line being put out by Dollar Tree. And when it came out, it was $1, but at least around here, Dollar Tree is now $1.25 tree. So I bought these today for $1.25. And even with the price increase, I have a feeling it's going to be worth it. So they're 5-point of articulation figures. There's a cartoon that goes along with them. And they keep putting out more and more stuff, from figures, accessory sets, vehicles, and it's a very fun line to not only collect but customize and practice customizing and learn customizing, because the price point is so low. If you are a customizer, you know that the prices of figures are just they're insane right now. Things that were selling for $5 are now like 50. It's crazy. But let's get into it. Let's start with Amari. Amari, again, is a combat specialist. Specialist Amari from Alpha Team 1. Strength is a 7. Speed, it says, is 4. Agility is a 4. Stamina is a 5. Durability is a 5. It says, origin, United States of America. Amari is an Alpha Team soldier from New York City who uses her size and strength in battle. Amari fights for her family, proudly wearing her father's Air Force bomber jacket. Weapon of choice, Amari will use anything at her disposal, but her favorite weapon is her modified baseball bat she named Slugger. It hits a home run every time. So that is more information, more file card like than you get from the modern G.I. Joe line. And it's, you're supposed to clip them and save them like file cards. You're getting more information and more stuff, more background than in the modern Joes, and you're getting it for $1.25. So let's open her up. All right. As always, I have very little expectation when it comes to articulation. It's 5 points. Shoulders, arms move up and down. The head turns left and right, and then the swivel hip. The sculpting is actually pretty good, and if you've seen my other videos, I feel that way about all of them. The sculpting is really top notch, especially for something so inexpensive. Very cool head, cool mohawk, cool sculpting, good features. As always, very sparse paint, and what paint there is pretty sloppy, but what do you expect for $1.25? Some overspray. Now, right off the bat, when I go to customize this one, I'm going to make this look more like a bomber jacket, less gold, brown. It's got sculpting for patches. There's a patch there, a patch in the shoulder, some patches on this shoulder. There's even a circular patch here, and I'll probably print up some water slides to fill those in. So there's Amari, and she comes with her baseball bat. Doesn't look very much like a baseball bat, but whatever. As far as accessories go, this is probably the weakest one. The other ones are better. Now, right off the bat, I can see she can't hold it. For whatever reason, this hand, while well sculpted and actually in scale, unlike some of the others, can't hold it. It's just open too much. There, she can hold it with her left hand, so she is going to be a lefty. Now, she is bigger than other figures in the line, quite a bit, in fact. I don't know if you can see that. She is at least an ½ inch taller, 3/4 of an inch taller. And I guess that's part of her character, right? Like she uses her size, it said. So there you go. great figure. Lots of cool details. There's some like, almost looks like scars on the head, or if that's supposed to be hair. Like maybe it's supposed to be painted and they didn't paint it at the factory. I don't know. Looking at the card art, yeah. So she's got like a lightning bolt pattern, and it's there in the sculpt, but it's just not painted. So that'll be another thing when I go to do it. I'll paint that to look like the card art, change the coat up a little bit. You can see there's patches on the card art. There's like a Air Force patch, a flag. Put those things on there. Pretty cool. Happy. Now we got Riptide, underwater specialist. Specialist Riptide, Alpha Team 1, Strength 5, Speed 5, Agility 4, Stamina 6, Durability 3. Origin, United States of America. Riptide is a skilled combat and rescue diver from New England. When he's not fishing or indulging in canned tuna, he spends his free time helping the local wildlife. Weapon of choice, Riptide's 2 forearm-mounted harpoons let him ensnare the enemy. He also uses water-activated sensors to warn him of nearby carn activity. I live in New England, so that's cool. Here we go. Now this has 3 color changing pieces, so an extra play feature for the kids, and they're on the wrist and on his little dive suit. So let's start with the figure. It's a little bulkier than previous figures, just a little bigger, and you can see it in the torso. Again, good details, sparse paint apps, lots of places to plug in the accessories. Speaking of, he's got a face mask, plugs in there. Oh, and look at that, the little color changing piece can come out. It's good to know. Same thing with the wrist, the little color changing pieces can come out. And I'm going to guess you put them in water, they're going to change color. From what I've been reading and hearing about, it's not a drastic color change, but they do change. I do like this. I see a lot of people, I'm going to guess a lot of people are going to use these for like seal figures and whatnot. I know I will. The wrist harpoons come out. And they just plug in there. Good detail. There's like the spinner reel there, so you can just imagine they shoot out and reel back in. All right. There's the other one. No, I put them on upside down. Put them on the wrong sides. Looking at the card art. There we go. So there's Riptide. Same articulation, lots of good sculpting and details. This line, I'm not kidding. If you don't buy them, I don't know why you wouldn't. They were $1, now they're $1.25. And what's great is the plastic's actually a really good quality. I primed a bunch of these and never had a problem applying paint. The prime has never gotten tacky like it does on some figures. In fact, here's a primed figure right here. There's a shift. Oh, and look at that. I mentioned earlier the hands on Amari aren't as cartoony, right? Because if you compare them, well, I guess they're about the same. All right, so hers aren't bad. His are kind of goofy. His hands and his feet, but whatever. I stand by what I said. Damn it. Again, I've had no problems painting them, primed them. They've never gotten tacky like some figures do. You put the primer on them and they get all tacky. Here's a primed Joe, and I don't know if it shows, but it's getting like, I didn't use a gloss paint, but in certain spots, the plastic, like the knees here, the hands, the arms, it gets kind of, it's not tacky, but it turns glossy, and like dust and stuff sticks to it really easy. But on these, I've been pretty lucky. No issues so far. I'll know more when I paint these up. Anyway, that's 10 minutes. Try to keep these short. There you go. 250, 250, and you got 2 cool figures. Check out your Dollar Tree. Find them, buy them, support the line, customize stuff, and have a good one. Take it easy.